are underway. Don't know if I mentioned this, but it's July 13th. This is Transition Day. I love that sign. Very appropriate. And they're not kidding either. There's Mavriso Campground, National Forest. There's two of these nice campgrounds side by side or just very close to one another. They sit at about 8,000 foot elevation and a little bit more. So if you have altitude problems, staying at altitude or sleeping at altitude, this is probably not the place you want to come. So right out there is a rancher whose church has spread and sold some of the lots along the river, and he's obviously been at this location quite a while. But you can just see out in the distance there's one of the houses, multi-million-dollar houses right on the river, just gorgeous. I've got my cabin right here, huh? You probably got a little view of the river there. We're turning on to North and South Highway 145. Get settled here. I guess if they call it a point of interest, Memorial Rock. I don't know what it's memorializing, but they've got no parking signs posted everywhere, so I don't know how they expect people to get out and have a look-see. The river goes right by, or right alongside the highway, or vice versa. There you go, bridge, highway bridge over the river. Residential area on the other side over there. My phone's going crazy. We're back in cell service, obviously. Speed limit strictly enforced, so I better slow it down to 45. Well, there's the Family Dollar and the library and the post office, all right in one spot. And I am going to see if I can't stop at the train station down here. Maybe go get me some of that fudge at the lady who lives in the campground there. This will be kind of fun. John and Shirley. And you guys have been married how long?
6 years.
Wow. Well, by happenstance, I started talking to John while I was at their place, and they're coming to this open market, and she is a delicious candy cook. And I can see why you married her 61 years ago. Thanks, guys. Nicest couple. They said they were actually live in Mesa in the winter, and they come up here and they spend all summer long here. They live in that trailer park. And she is a candy maker. She makes some wonderful fudge. John, while I was dumping the coach, I met John, and he was packing it. I said, "Hey, can I purchase some fudge from you?" He said he was going down to the market, and because I'm not, didn't want to stop. And I said, "No, stop up there." He says, "You'll love it." He says it's there's side parking right there on the street, main street, and that's exactly what I did. And they had all kinds of different kinds of fudge, and of course, I'm a real chocoholic, so I absolutely was in heaven. I got Baker's dozen, and one more was like 20 bucks I gave him, and I mean that was a deal. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I don't know if you noticed, but we are we're not going back through Cortez. We're actually going to go a cutover, kind of a shortcut directly from DELORES over to Mancos, and then catch the highway. I can't remember the number of the highway, but the highway that goes over to Durango. Kind of reminds me of the area south of Durango, between Durango and the airport down south. It's a Pretty area here. Pine trees. Nice red barn over there. And this is Mancos. Oh, there's an EV sign. Cortez right and downtown Mancos straight ahead. They're not going to go through Mancos. Over the pass. Wish we could get that over there. Beautiful valley. So Target Tree. I think we've got a reservation there sometime this summer as well. 20 miles to Durango. So we're coming into the outskirts of Durango. We just passed the city limit a little bit ago. And it should be a left-hand turn here, yes. Not right. And this is the Animas River. Keep going down on a raft there. Okay. Stop here on red. Okay, didn't quite make that one. And we just passed a sign that said, "Welcome to Historic Durango, incorporated 1881. It's a hoppin' place. Sure glad I picked up my milk at the little grocery store. The parking lots here would be a nightmare to try to negotiate with this thing. I just wouldn't do it. There's no way. It's the one that goes up to Silverton, the famous railway. More of the river there. A little bit of water coming down that. This bus looks like he wants all the land, a little of mine too. Tempted to go by him. Yeah, I don't think he knows where he's going. Obviously doesn't know where he's going. He had a Wisconsin license plate on that thing. I think he's trying to find a hotel or something like that. Maybe he's going to the Hampton Inn. Drop people off. So Silverton is 45 miles and Uray is 67 miles. We're not going anywhere near that far. Open daily till 6 p.m. Springs Rock. They provided parking for that. That's pretty cool. Got a lot of these wide spots of the road, both sides. That's where you chain up and you de-chain. In the winter, of course. Yeah, definitely somebody in that development. It's pretty. Even green compared to the other side of the hill there. Yeah, very green. Hopefully that's a good sign. Yeah, it's full. And I see a paddleboarder too. Yeah, right up almost to the spillway, which is great. Beautiful. Have to get out there tomorrow. Maybe. Yeah, it's right up to the top of the spillway. Very nice. Well, it's always nice to pull into a campground that you were at last year and have the host be the same. Quite a crowd. He said it's really busy this year compared to last year. Really busy. It's the very first one and it's long and deep. So, I'm gonna go in the wrong way so I can show you what the site looks like. Oh, good, we got a coach next to us. I like that. See, this is why I wanted this site. Check it out. Check it out. I can overhang as far as I want to. And I've got power. Wow, this is awesome. Here's a picture of the coach all snuggled into its site the next morning as we were headed out on our first Jeep trip. And those trips are coming up soon, so stay tuned. And thanks for watching.